I don't like makeup. I'm against makeup. I don't think it's good for women. Also, it is so bad for you. It's
Yeah.
a bunch of crap that you're putting on your face. And that is in turn making your skin worse. So you have to keep buying more foundation to
Yeah.
cover up what it's creating.
I feel like she kind of has a point because for me, whenever I wear makeup, if I wear it more regularly, whenever I wash my makeup off, I feel like my skin just ends up looking worse and worse over time. So in my daily makeup, at least, I'm going to try and incorporate makeup that has some component of skincare. So welcome to my new daily makeup routine. It is still a work in progress because some of the products just are not working. So if you have any recommendations, please feel free to list them down below. I really believe that you cannot have a perfect face without a perfect base. So I'm gonna go ahead and start my routine off with my holy grail. I actually have a lot of holy grails, but this is the Murad Target Wrinkle Corrector prior to makeup application. I'm like basically running out of it. I feel like it minimizes wrinkles. For each product, I'm going to try and list key ingredients that are beneficial to the skin. So I apply it to my under eyes, forehead, nasolabial folds, and my chin, and I'm just gonna put it along my jaw. I like to do things on both sides of my face simultaneously just because it makes things go a lot faster. This is an old tube, and this is a recent tube. I'm trying to use the lightest touch because any sheer stress pulls at the skin on the face, and I feel like that ages the skin. So I'm just pushing in the excess. Now we wait for that to dry. I usually wait 3 to 4 minutes. During that time, you can work on something like your gold leafing project. Next, I actually should have used this before any moisturizers, but this is the Sustain eye drops. They are the #1 recommended eye drops by ophthalmologists. I use the gel drops, they're super hydrating. Next is moisturizer. I forwent sunscreen because this was filmed at night. I like to push it into the skin. Next is primer. I use a primer that contains salicylic acid just because I break out pretty often with makeup. I am a patter when it comes to applying anything onto my face. As I rub the sides of my nose. Usually for the sides of my nose, it blends a lot better when I do that. But elsewhere, I'm a patter. It makes me feel better not putting any sheer stress onto my face. Then I top things off with a pore filling primer. This is the Perriconne MD Instant Blur No Makeup Primer. I rub that in between my fingertips. And again, just pat that on. I only rub the sides of my nose. Next, I know that this is not skincare, but this is the NARS Radiant Creamy Corrector in orange, and I'm just applying that on all my dark spots. Around my mouth, nasolabial folds, a little bit on the forehead. I push in the excess. Next, I'm going in with setting spray. I only used this once and I did not find it very good, but this is the Soleil Toujours Always Sunny makeup setting spray with SPF of 30. I used to use the Urban Decay All Nighter and it worked fabulous, but there are a lot of large companies that own a lot of other companies, and I feel like their values don't align with mine anymore. So I'm trying a whole bunch of new products, which has been a bit of a journey for me. That burns. The mist is too fine. I feel like it does nothing. So after I do like a rough blend with my fingers, I am just gonna blend it all further with like makeup sponges. Again, I like to do both sides at the same time. This setting spray just does not get things wet enough to blend. So it's been adding a lot of time to my makeup application, which is like annoying to me, but whatever. And I used to use NARS Creamy Concealer, and nothing wrong with them, but I'm trying to, again, use more skincare. These are the Kosas concealers. I have one for highlight, another for matching my skin tone, and then another for contour. So these are kind of light, but don't worry, it'll blend all out. I push a lot of products into my skin with my ring finger because it is the weakest finger, which means, you guessed it, less sheer stress. I'm just adding contour. And then everywhere else is a concealer that's closer to my skin color. It matches my neck-ish, my like chest area hair, which is usually what I go for. And then blush. This is the Perriconne MD No Makeup Blush. I like a lot of blush. Then I'm gonna blend it first with my fingers, starting with the lightest color first, then moving on to the darker color. Putting a little bit on my neck. Then finally going to the contour. Whoa. That's intense. Oh my gosh. I'll get the hang of it in later applications, I'm sure. Oh my god. Okay, now the annoying part, because this is not working. It's burning. Oh my god. After doing a rough blend with my fingers, I mist my face with a setting spray, and then I use a couple of sponges to further blend the makeup. For my everyday makeup, I never wear powder. I usually rely on a good setting spray, and this one unfortunately is not working to my liking. It's driving me insane. This is MAC Fix Plus. It is not a setting spray. It is a water-based product that hydrates the skin. I'm using it to try and help better blend the makeup. And that is making my makeup look patchy. Great. Here I am using more of the Soleil Toujours setting spray to push my makeup into the skin. I do not like that way that looks. The NARS Creamy Concealer was better. More coverage, but a lot of the Skincare-Infused makeup products are not full coverage, unfortunately. So I don't know what the product is that's not making it look nice. Is it the setting spray? Is the concealer? I don't know. That's frustrating. Next are brows. I'm using the Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade in Ebony. This product always performs well for me, and I've been using it for years. Next are lashes. I know the girlies on TikTok that have popularized using Vaseline on your lashes, so that's what I'm going to be doing. I did combine a couple of drops of rosemary oil and black seed oil into the petroleum jelly using a double boiler, which is basically a bowl on a pot. Heated on the stove, it usually takes just a couple minutes to liquefy and combine the ingredients together, and I chose to do this to hopefully promote lash growth. Update 3 weeks later, this mixture really irritated my skin, so I will not be doing that. I'm just going to be putting plain petroleum jelly on my lashes for my everyday makeup from now on. Anytime I apply anything to my lashes, I always back comb first before combing the front of the lashes. Doing this, especially with mascara, typically can pick up any excess product that has fallen onto your lashes, such as foundation and powder if you use them. Next, I curl my lashes. I curl the base of the lash, then the middle, then the very ends. Finally, it's on to the lips. I'm using the Perriconne MD No Makeup Lipstick in Original Pink. I love this color. Like, look at that. I just restocked on this lipstick, and while I think it is still fabulous, I feel like the formula may have changed. The previous one I got several years ago actually was more pigmented, glided on a little bit smoother, and had SPF 15. At the time, in my opinion, it was the best product of its kind on the market, and while I still really like it, I am very dismayed that it, above all, no longer has SPF. While there is a cost of shipping for orders under $150, there's usually some type of promotion going on, and they do offer a discount for essential workers. Yeah, I know. The fan does not match anything in my room. I can explain that. I should have gotten the white fan, but I thought I was going to paint that fan, so that's why it does not match. So this is the final look. That was a disaster. This is about 4 or 5 hours later. And basically all my makeup's gone. The lip product I can forgive. The eyebrows are still there, as always, with the ABH Dip Brow, but everything else is gone. I think it could be the setting spray or the concealer. So I'm going to try something different. Just so that you're aware, there are unfortunately a lot of products nowadays that I feel like don't align with my values anymore. Products that I really wanted to try, for instance, House Labs and anything owned by L'Oreal, so that is quite unfortunate. I never thought I would be avoiding certain brands, so if you have any alternatives that incorporate skincare and are higher coverage and are for more of a glam makeup routine, please let me know. In the meantime, I will update you with any changes to this routine and let you know what works. So stay tuned, and thank you for watching.